All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Microsoft AI Skills Navigator Hackathon. This is an information session, so thank you guys for being on time. I see a lot of you guys are way early on time, but anyway, rather late than never, as they say. I've got two screens. So if you're seeing me looking this direction, because I was trying to get the laptop to match up to the screen, guys. So that's why it might have looked a bit funny. All right, so guys, we are going to be looking at Microsoft AI Skills Navigators, and we've got our hosts coming from Scatco, Vivian Ladder and Paige Osman, who are going to come and present to you guys just to show you everything that you're going to need to do. So yeah, sit back, relax, listen attentively. We also will send out the recording to everyone as well. It's currently live on YouTube, but we always share it anyway. So even if you did miss the session or you're just going to catch up with the session, then at least you will be able to keep up to date what's going on. I see lots of hands going up and emojis, so that's good news. I see you guys are quite excited. Hi, Vivian.
Hi, how are you? This is very exciting to see. I just see so many people in this call, over 300 already, if I'm not mistaken, which is fantastic. 366, wow.
Yep, no, the students are very keen. I see the emojis are flying in. I did see a hand go up and down. So guys, if you are having any sound problems, just check your devices settings, check your headset settings as well. That does cause the issue. And sometimes Teams does cause an issue. Maybe just exit and rejoin. If that still doesn't work, then I'm going to post a YouTube link. So then you can maybe just hop onto YouTube, but you can still access the Teams chat. So then in that way, you will be able to post a question or two. So do use the chat for any questions, guys. We'll try and answer it as best we can. And then, yes, of course, just, make sure you understand what we're going to be going through. You'll see we've got quite a bit to cover this evening, but we won't keep you unnecessarily too long. We do understand data is like the most important thing that student has nowadays. All right, so I'm going to hand over. I see Dr. Chetty didn't join us this evening. So I'm David Hopstad, part of the EdOff team. I'm also here with Richard Wright and Nathma Semi. And maybe, Rich, if you want, you can put your camera on just to say a few words, and then straight after that, we'll.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Yes, welcome to this session. This is a great opportunity for you to grow with your AI skills, especially if you join us with the masterclass already on AI, the prompt engineering. I think this is a good second step. So yes, I hope you find this session informative and that we see you participating in the project. Thank you, David.
Thanks, Richard. Nathma? Nathma, you mute still. I don't know if you can hear me. Maybe she's putting on makeup. I don't know. All right, maybe not. Okay, never mind. Probably busy or something. We are busy people over here. All right, so great then. Then I'm going to hand over to Vivian, and she's going to be speaking to you guys about from Scatco's point of view. How do they fit into the whole program? So sit back, relax. Got a question? Please post it into the chat for us. So over to you, Vivian.
Great. Thank you so much, David, and welcome to the UNISA team and to the growing number of students. Thank you so much for your time. We do know it's after hours, but I'm sure this is going to be very exciting for you, what we're bringing to you. I see there's a hand up. Do you want to just come off mute?
Okay.
McConnell?
Oh, then it disappeared. So
it disappeared again. Okay.
So
my name problem the students is experiencing.
Can we just have the question session at the end of the event, because there's quite a number of students. So please ask your questions in the chat,
yes,
so
please.
We will get to them. But otherwise, at the end, we will have a session where we can allow you to raise your hand for questions. Thank you.
Great. So my name is Vivian Ladner, and I am our company's group sales lead. We are a company of 4 businesses, and we primarily work in the education space. And we've had this amazing relationship with the EdOff department within UNISA over the last 3 years. I can't believe it's 3 years already. So we've worked on different projects, and if some of you have participated in the HP Game Garage in December during Rage, then you would have worked with one of our companies, RGB Gaming, as well. So I also worked at Microsoft for 5 years, and as part of my tenure, my time at Microsoft, I ran a program called the AI University Program, where during COVID, believe it or not, we trained up 120 candidates from various universities, TVET colleges, municipalities, and a whole bunch of private institutions as well, around Microsoft AI skills. And yes, during COVID, we had about a 68% pass rate, that everybody passed all the subjects. And sitting back and looking at what we are doing now, we were kind of ahead of the curve during COVID. Then the smash happened, ChatGPT happened, everybody started talking about AI, and that's almost 2 years ago now already. And you know, a lot of the companies have jumped on the bandwagon, and the higher education institutions have put policies in place on how students are allowed to use the AI tools, or busy putting policies in place, still working on it in some places. But with that said, we need to go and look at what government is asking for. And the National Skills Government approached Microsoft and said to them, you know, we need to push the AI skills program or AI skills within the country, because a lot of the scarce skills are requiring a lot of AI right now. And I'm just going to share my screen with you and go full screen. There we go. So a lot of the scarce skills that government is looking for, or that business is looking for, is part of the requirements. And this is why we are working with the National Skills Fund, why we are working with Microsoft as being one of the education partners, and very proud to be one of the national AI skilling partners. So if you go and have a look at the list of scarce skills, and I just added the top one, business manager, a little bit earlier. And the reason I say that is because if you're a business manager or an entrepreneur, you need to understand AI tools for your business. Okay, so it's not just the people that are doing all the creative things or the data analytics and so forth. It's actually the business owners that also need to understand AI, because if they don't have that full understanding, or a relatively good understanding of AI, a lot of stuff can be done and they're not going to know what's happening in their businesses. But part of the scarce skills list for South Africa, people are looking at multimedia designers. Now, multimedia has a big aspect. It's social media, physical media, you know, the news and so forth. So there's a lot of different aspects and job specs within multimedia design. Then your ICT analysts, and if there are some of the students that are studying ICT, this is where your skills will come in and are highly recommended as well. Software developers. Now, for me, if you understand the true core of AI can't do anything right now without a human inputting to it. The human telling it what to do, or prompting it what to do. Requesting information from a database, and that information is shared to you in a format, in an AI format that is very accessible and user-friendly. Developers and programmers, again, multimedia specialists, it just shows you. The gaming industry, if any of you are interested in getting in the gaming industry, this is where all of these multimedia type of jobs will also become quite prevalent. Computer networking, system engineering, a normal technician, you know, building big networks. If you look at the recent announcement that was made by Microsoft's president, who was in South Africa 2 weeks ago now, Brad Smith, he made the announcement that 5.4 billion rand will be invested in South Africa for an AI data center. Now, a data center is an environment that holds all the information that you access. So if you're accessing from Vodacom or MTN or whatever, they have this data center where your information sits. Microsoft has now committed to South Africa for an AI data center. So all the functionality within this data center is going to be AI driven and obviously for AI use. Then, like I mentioned, the telecommunication industry and technologists and so forth. So these are the top critical skills that we found as per the National Skills Fund. Then the reason that you're here is we are inviting you to participate on this AI National Skills Initiative. It's a hackathon. The submissions did open last week, and they will be closing on the 6th of April. And the reason that they will be closing on the 6th of April just gives us time to adjudicate, because there's a big event happening, which is the RAND show. And starting on the 17th of April, and it will run to the 21st of April. And we will showcase the top 10 students from around the country to come to the RAND show and then showcase your solution. And there will be a panel of judges and it will be adjudicated accordingly, and we will have winners. There are some awesome prizes up for grabs, first, second, and third. We can tell you that it's some really nice laptops, or a laptop for the first prize. We are just waiting on the finals for the second and third prize, but these are good prizes, so something to work towards. Just part of the process, and Paige will actually take you through it step by step in a couple of minutes as well. And then we'll be open for some questions. So to participate in the AI National Skills Hackathon, you're going to have to complete an AI fluency form. It is part of the prerequisites for completion. Then there is also an AI digital skills assessment. What this assessment does, it will actually, once you've completed it, at scale 1 to 5, it's going to take you about 15 minutes to do, and it's all free. You will then submit your report, or just your scores, a screenshot of your scores that you have completed it. And what this does then for you, it will align certain AI courses for you through the Microsoft National Skills Navigator. And these are words that you'll become very familiar with over the next while. You will then complete your hack, you will submit your hack, we will adjudicate, and then the top 10 will be invited. Now, like we said, this is a national event, so you will be competing against other universities as well. We have sent information out to quite a lot of the universities already. UNISA is the first university to ask for an online session, which we're very, very happy about. And you'll see this little QR code in the top right-hand corner pretty much everywhere working with us on this AI skills initiative. This QR code will just take you to this AI skills navigator.online site, and Paige will be taking you through all of that shortly to show you how to start your registration process. What we can tell you is that by 4 o'clock this afternoon, we know that there's about 15 UNISA students that have already registered, and 1 person has already completed the AI fluency. So we are checking up in the back, because you can't go from, you have to complete the processes as we go along. All right. What are the benefits for you as a student? You will enhance all your AI learning experiences. You will foster innovation, creativity in AI. And with that said, this is not a team hackathon. This is an individual hackathon. All right, so each one does the hack on their own. You will build industry connections. So obviously speaking to people like ourselves, speaking to people that will be part of the adjudication panel. You will have access to all of our staff on the day as well. And hopefully quite a couple of the Microsoft people will be there on the 19th of April for the final as well. And then most importantly, or just as important, is boosting UNISA's reputation as a leading higher education institution. And obviously boosting your own skills as a student. Because like I said, it doesn't matter into what you are looking at, which job you are looking at. There is some form of AI that is influencing it today. Even if you are, if there are people that are working with more artisanal skills, I don't know, something as simple, and I know UNISA doesn't do this, but something as simple as becoming a chef. A chef now is next level stuff. There is a program, a chef called Le Petit Chef, where he incorporates AI as part of the whole experience of dining with him. And it's a 6-course meal, but there's AI included. You've got a little chef running around on your plate. Absolutely amazing. Something that you would never have thought of that AI could really influence, but it's influencing what he does, and it's absolutely amazing. As part of the hackathon, we're looking at real life issues that are facing the students of today. Maybe not so much the UNISA students for the one issue as you are an online university, but student housing. How do you fix student housing? Besides just carry on building bricks and mortar buildings. How can you facilitate that using the different AI tools? Then also, and Paige will get into it, we are talking about deriving knowledge and data in the global south, specifically in the agricultural field. How do you harness all of that data? What do you do with that data? So you can pick, I want to be farming strawberries, and you're going to share your solution for that. And then we left it pretty broad for the last one. How do you fix health problems? Using different AI tools. And I think an example from my side, which again is very relevant to South Africa, is with all the UN aid, the US aid that has been taken away from South Africa and Africa. How do we solve that problem? Do we start getting our local pharmaceutical companies online to start producing the medication for HIV patients, for polio, for anti-malaria vaccinations, all of that kind of stuff, instead of it all just coming from the US? So think about those kind of problems, real life problems in today's world. So we are going to ask you to use Microsoft tools, and maybe let me just go back quickly, sorry. We are going to ask you to use Microsoft tools, and you all have access to your Microsoft 365 accounts or your Microsoft accounts. And in your Microsoft account, you have access to things like Copilot Basic, which it is Microsoft's prompting that you can use. You will have access to, you can sign up and get access to things like the Azure Student Labs, and then obviously GitHub, which is Microsoft's open source platform that has so many tools that are available and that is free. And also there is a portion of Copilot within GitHub that is free as well. So you can use things like Microsoft Designer for pitches. Like I said, you can use Copilot. You can use the prompt, the AI tools built into Word and PowerPoint and all of that kind of stuff. So please feel free to access the Microsoft student labs, which will give you a lot of information on different solutions that you are able to use for your design and so forth. These are just some of the logos that you will come across, this is Microsoft's way of modernizing things a little bit more. Yeah, and that's it from my side. What I'd like to do now is to hand you over to Paige to take you through how you're going to be registering online through our portal, which will take you to a landing page of Scatco. The AI skills Navigator.online is our portal, which will then take you to the requirements for the hackathon. Paige, over to you.
Thank you, Vivian. So some of you were asking in the chat, how do you register? This is the part that you listen to because you were asking the question. Right, so what you're going to do is, I'm first going to share my screen, otherwise you're not going to know what's going on. Let me find it for you. And
sorry, Quasi, I see your name, your hand is up.
I think they're going to open the mics just now in the question and answer section.
Yes, no, that's fine, colleagues. We'll do that. We'll open it once you're done.
So yes, we will definitely answer your questions if you could just hold them to the end. So here we go. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Vivian, can you see it?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, great. So here you can see that besides the news and all that fun stuff, we've got AI Skills Navigator typed in here. And like Vivian said, that is our website. And the reason why we're putting you through our website is so that we can meet our deliverables from Microsoft. We need to see about how many people are going through. And you're going to get to this fantastic website here that was created by one of my colleagues. And you're going to go to the Hackathon. You're welcome to explore the page. I mean, we have some awesome Microsoft education, Minecraft worlds, and a whole bunch of other fun things. But you're going to head to the Hackathon page. Right? So give it a second, because this is how things always go. And you're going to see a nice little write-up here. Please note that there will be T's and C's and your ethics curriculum. Please make sure you have a look at those if you are interested in taking part, just so that you know everything is, fine. Here, it shows you all the topics. So like Vivian said, we have our student housing in South Africa, access to healthcare in South Africa, and knowledge production in the global south, focusing on sustainable agriculture in South Africa. So student housing is kind of self-explanatory, and it's a nice broad topic. We don't want to hinder you or tell you what you can and can't do. So these topics are really nice and broad, which really help you foster your problem-solving skills. So we encourage you to go and research these areas and find what you think is wrong and how you can fix them. We're really looking on how you can make a better South Africa. Access to healthcare, also nice and broad, but also there's an unlimited amount of options. I'm going to explain knowledge production in the global south a little bit more. So everything here is in the South African context, right? And South Africa falls as part of the global south. So what we're asking here is how, when you look at the global south, I recommend you go research that if you're not 100% sure what it is. Go and research the global south, and you're going to see on how you can improve sustainable agriculture. So here's some examples. How can you make environmentally friendly pesticides? How can you reduce, the farmer's workload? Things like that. And all of these things, we don't want to hinder what you do, so don't take my ideas. You can be original, I'm sure. And once you've had a look at this beautiful page, you'll have a button up here that says for your hackathon journey, or a button at the bottom. They take you to the same place. So we're going to sign up for our hackathon journey, and I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. So here you're going to get to this awesome page here that I can't describe to you what it is because this is not my forte. But here it's going to give you a very basic rundown of what it is. Okay? And we are asking you, as the youth of South Africa, how are you going to improve South Africa for tomorrow? Right? We're young. I can say that because I'm doing my honors degree, so I'm in the same boat as you guys, right? We're still young. We still have so much to live for, and how can we make it better for the people that come after us? Okay, so here you can see that at the RAN show, the top 10 people are going to be chosen, like Vivian said, and they'll be able to present their hack to a panel of judges. And these judges will help you get some really, really cool prizes. You do have until the 6th of April at 12 p.m. to complete and submit your hack, right? We need the time to actually go through all of your hacks and make sure that we're judging fairly, and you will have access to a rubric that we are marking you with. You're going to go to Get Started, because where else would you start except where it says start? I don't know, but we can start here, right? And this is aimed at higher education students. So I kind of assume all of you are, you know, at the University of South Africa. So you fall under higher education and you all figured out how to get onto Teams. So I'm also going to assume you're tech savvy, because that's another feat to do. Please note that it is an individual task. We are not accepting team tasks. It is very similar to the Game Garage, but we are not doing teams. Again. Right? And here are our steps. It's very, very simple. First, we need you to register, because if you don't register, we're not going to know who you are, and we're going to get, well, you're not going to be able to access some of the resources, but also we're going to be very confused. We need you to complete the AI fluency course, the Microsoft Fluency form. And I could see someone in the chat was saying that this was going to kill you. I promise it's not going to kill you. It's not that hard. It's multiple choice, and you can watch a video that will give you the answers. So I promise the Microsoft AI Fluency form will not kill you. It is going to help you get through this hack, because it's showing you how to use all the Microsoft tools that you will need to make it through the hack. And also, like Vivian said, your workplaces are looking for people who use AI skills more and more. Microsoft did a study a little while ago, and I think it was something like 83% of the employers who took part in the survey said that their employees needed to have some form of understanding of AI in the future. Then you're going to complete and submit the AI skills assessment, Compass assessment. Once again, this is also very, very simple. It will not take you longer than 10 minutes. If it does, I'm happy for you to have that introspection. And what this is, it's 20 questions. Yes, 20 questions. And you simply choose on a scale of 1 to 5, how competent are you in the certain AI tasks that are there? So it'll be, how much do you use AI when communicating with someone? How much do you use AI when searching for things, right? And you're going to put on a scale of 1 to 5. Once you have done all of these, you'll be given an opportunity to work on your hack, and you'll need to submit your hack, and the rest will come along as we go. You're going to then click log in, and I'm really hoping this worked. I asked them to delete my account. Great, they did. Now I can show you what to do. So you're going to put in your username, and I saw someone in the chat say that you should only use your institution's email. So please adhere to that, because we are partnering with UNISA and we are talking to UNISA students, and you need to abide by what your institution says. So please do stay with your institution. Wait, I'm in the wrong thing. I need to say register, I hope. So you're going to put in your email, and we're going to put in a strong password, please. This is an AI hack. So you should know Hope that's right. Great. So you're going to log in. You're going to have a good password because you are creating a hack. You're not trying to get hacked, right? So we've done start your journey here, which was all of this that you need to fill in. So I'm not going to fill in my personal information because there are over 500 people looking at it, right? Then you're going to start the AI fluency course. And you'll see what I mean. It's super easy. I'm just waiting for everything to load. You will get a video like this one that is taking very, very long to load because we are on screen share. And you will then play the video and choose one of the options below. And that is literally all you do for the AI fluency. So I'm sure you're all going to excel in this and you're going to learn a lot. And once again, it is not going to kill you. Then you're going to do your digital skills compass. And once you have done that, it will take you here. And once you get here, you're going to click Start Now. And as you can see, now you're on the Microsoft page. And as Vivian mentioned before, everything is free. Everything that you have access to is free. And we'll be happy to help you when you need it. So here, as you can see, you can choose what area you work in. So for example, I'm currently in education. So I'll select education. At a school, you generally have less than 250 educators. And here are the questions that you will see. So it will say, how well can you do it? You slide and you've answered the question and you can move on. At the end, so after you've finished all 20 questions, and by the way, please don't judge me. I know this is going to come out as a terrible report, but that's fine. You're going to say generate report. Right. And it's going to give you some fun facts like in a chappy. Come on, generate my report. There we go. So here, once again, please don't judge me. We went through this quickly. I got 24 out of 100 and the average for education is 36. Okay, I know it is scandalous to whoever gave me that gasping face. I know it's terrible, right? And then it's going to give you a breakdown of everything that you should be working on, right? And it will tell you where to improve and why. And then it will give you this lovely thing here at the bottom, where it will show you a personalized learning path on how you can improve your AI skills, right? Let's go back here. Let me just have a check at something. And once you go back, you're going to say complete because you've completed it, but there we go. And now we can move on. Yay. Now I've worked on my hack. Pretend I can do it in like 5 minutes because I'm just that amazing. And we're going to open it in a new tab. And here it's going to tell you about your hack. Now you have to complete the AI fluency and the AI skills to be able to access this page. Here you're going to be given a PowerPoint template. So we're going to download that quickly. Come on. Okay, while that's doing its thing. Yes, is it doing? Yep, there we go. And the only reason we're giving you this PowerPoint is so that everyone's, whatever they put in is in one set way of doing things so that it's easier for us to mark and judge, right? Your hack can be anything. It can be anything from a website to a PowerPoint to an app to a board game. It's whatever you want. And all you're going to do is just fill in this slide and submit it like that. But if we go back, you'll see here, you have your 3 topics that you can choose from. And it gives you a little bit of a write-up about, you know, just a little bit of information so that you're not left in this vast sea of unknowing of what's going to happen. And when you get there, so let's say I want to do healthcare in South Africa. I'm going to download the rubric, right? And here is everything that we are going to be marking you on. So we want to see how creative you are. Did you go into Copilot and write out, give me a solution to healthcare in South Africa? Boo, that's not cool. How original are you? Did you say we need to go and put soap in the hospital? Great, you're a couple of 100 years too late for that. Or how innovative was your hack? Did you actually do some problem solving? What Microsoft AI tools did you use? How did you integrate them? Were they effective? Did you make it like nice and complex, or was it kind of like you, I don't know, didn't make it that complex? How relevant is it to the theme? So did you just say you need to give people jam sandwiches 3 times a day? We're going to look at that and we're going to say, great, but how does that relate to healthcare in South Africa, right? We need to make sure that what you are saying aligns with the theme. We need to make sure that you understand what's actually going on, right? And we also need to make sure that you are being culturally sensitive. Okay, South Africa is a wonderfully diverse country, and we need to make sure that we are respecting that diversity. Okay, then there's some technical implementation, right? Does your product actually work? So if you give me a Minecraft world, and that's my example because I'm currently working in the Minecraft field, does your Minecraft world work? If I click a button, does the button do what the button needs to do, or does it not? Okay, does it work in the way you intended it to work? When you click the button, are you supposed to be teleported somewhere else, or do you accidentally explode? What's happening? Is it going to be able to work? And if you should be successful and you catch the attention of someone from Microsoft, will your product be able to be shipped around the world, or whatever it is? Then we need to see your impact and feasibility. So what will your impact be? Will it be positive? Will it be negative? Can you actually do this? Is it something that is feasible, right? So if we had to take, for example, give everyone jam sandwiches 3 times a day, and let's say we have something like 24 million patients, how feasible is it for you to monitor and give people jam sandwiches 3 times a day? Will it actually work? And is it sustainable? Can you do it constantly? So all of these will be similar across the board, and you'll have access to be able to see and judge your own work accordingly. Right. Once you have done this, you will say you've completed it, right? And then you wait for us, okay? I've submitted my hack on the 6th of April at 12 p.m. I hope you are all better at time management than I am, and that you are able to submit your hack in a timely manner. We will then be doing some judging with a few other people to make sure that we are judging fairly and that everyone understands what's going on. Then the 10th of April, we will be announcing the top 10 winners, and these top 10 winners will be invited to the RAND show on the 19th of April. On the 19th of April, you'll be given about 2 hours to do any touch-ups if you need, and then you'll be presenting your hack to the panel of judges. I think that's all from me, Vivian.
Great. Lots of emojis. Thank you very much. We're glad you all seem so enthusiastic. We have been trying to keep up, or I've been trying to keep up with some of the questions. One of the questions, and I just want to reiterate, was asked if unemployed students can participate as well. Yes, definitely. However, they have to use Microsoft tools. So they have to have access to a Microsoft account and obviously access the free Microsoft AI tools. So very good question over there. And then obviously the UNISA students that are on this call. Sorry, I'm just trying to go through some of the questions. In the presentation, you have only explained in your solutions. Is that what the hack is? A solution or an idea? We've given you 3 issues. You need to go solve them. However you want to do that. By using the Microsoft tools.
Yeah, so we recommend that you go and do some research on these topics because of how big they are. And you go and find something that really, gets your brain going. And once you've found that thing that works for you, you can go and figure out how you want to solve that issue in the big issue. And then you are going to expand on whatever you've chosen. Okay, and then you're going to give us the solution. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, so somebody else is asking, sorry, I only see initials. So we are not actually creating anything. We just just the solution or idea. So you've got to come up with a concept and how you're going to potentially be able to implement that concept. Is coding required for this app? If you need to code, yes, to actually show your solution. So remember, we want to see something that resembles part of your solution. So not per se, if you're creating a medical AI device, we're not looking for the device because, I mean, you can't do that in this short period of time, but we want to know how you created the device and what the device will do, what problem it will solve. And join the session. So the people that only joined the session a bit late, there is a recording and it will be posted, if I'm not mistaken, on the My UNISA site. Can we do touch-ups and also redesign the template? You can add whatever you want to the template, just as long as it's in a format that we are requesting it. So you can go add photos, pictures, whatever it is. We just need to remember, if we're going to be going through 500 of these, we're only 3 people. So we have to get through them in a very short period of time, unfortunately, so that we give enough time for the students that have to come up to Johannesburg, if there's anybody at the regions, so we need to arrange, leave time for arrangements to be made to get those students here. Somebody's asking, are you only allowed to use Microsoft AI tools? So we were debating this, oddly enough, in the office the other day, and we were talking about tools that are available, AI tools that are available inside of Microsoft Teams, like Canva, some other AI tools that are available. But this is a Microsoft paid-for hackathon. So yes, only Microsoft AI tools and GitHub tools are allowed to be used. If you use anything else, and it's the main focus of your solution, we're not going to adjudicate. You will be what's the word I'm looking for?
Disqualified.
Sorry, you will be disqualified. So the main focus has to be on the Microsoft tools, using the Microsoft tools. We're going to have people there from Microsoft as part of the panel. So please just use the Microsoft tools. There's enough in GitHub. There's enough free Microsoft tools that are available through the Azure Student Labs and through your Microsoft licensing that you get via the university.
And you will we have attached links to the PowerPoint. And as far as I know, you will be getting the PowerPoint. Yeah. And you will have access to those links where you can sign up and use those tools as well.
So I see somebody saying, so this is theoretical and not practical. As practical as what you want to make it. If you want to show us a design that you've created and it's a working model using Power BI and all the other good things, then show us. you know, but if you just want to give us the theory part of it, that's also what you do, but we want to be able to see solutions.
And then someone has said, are we supposed to use your UNISA logins? Yes, please use your UNISA email for everything. And someone else also said, you choose one issue. Yes, so you're choosing one of the 3 issues that you were given. I can promise you there will be a lot of content for you to work on. So yes, you can use your UNISA emails, and then yes, please choose one of the issues.
Richard and David and them, I see here's a question. Do you have to be a UNISA student based in SA? I can't answer that.
No, that's actually a very good question. Depends where you're based. So let us know. Obviously, we want to support all the students. So if you are an international student, just let us know beforehand. To email us at adovh.unisa@unisa.ac.za, because obviously we just need to find out what will be the travel arrangements for international students. So yes, please still continue with the project, but just let us know early on at adovh.unisa.ac.za that you are participating, so that we can just find out what is the procedures for international students. Thank you.
I see somebody else is asking a question. If there is, if I can't code and I come up with a concrete project, show us. I can't code. Paige has learned how to code.
Yo,
Yeah.
That's a bold statement there, Vivian. I can code in Minecraft, and that's about it.
Is there an age limit? As long as you are a student at UNISA. Okay.
I'm trying to find.
Do you have to be a UNISA student,
That one.
or do you just have to be a tertiary level? You don't just have to. This is a UNISA call, so this is for the UNISA students. But if there is a student at any other university or a private institution and so forth, they have to be aligned with a higher education institution of some sort, Mancosa, Regent, whoever. It just needs to be a higher education student. So effectively, any student from the age of 18 upwards.
We have a question here saying, I think they're saying, can they come up with solutions and then answer the questions from the PowerPoint? Yes. So you're going to come up with a solution. And then just to make everything kind of, what's that word? When everything's the same? We need to make sure everything follows the template so that it's easier for us. But yes, you're doing your own solution, but you're going to answer the questions in the PowerPoint to make sure that you understand what's happening. Yes, all students can participate in the hackathon program, as long as, like Vivian said, you are affiliated to some sort of higher education institution. Yes, there is a laptop being one of the prizes. We are not telling you what it is. Why don't you just try and win, and then you'll find out?
So some of the students are asking, do you have to answer the questions on the PowerPoint? You must come up with your concept. And as part of a concept, you have to have the concept, the design, then the how it was designed, and then the solution at the end of the day. So it's not just about answering the PowerPoint questions. That's just a template for us to use.
A lot of people,
Richard, I see
asking...
a lot of people are asking, is it compulsory to enter?
No, it's not compulsory at all. So remember, students, this is part of additional activities within the university. It's the opportunities we give you to really grow your skills and also to network. But remember, please place your module studies first. If you have some additional time, please participate in this to grow your skills. But your academic career with UNISA is still the most important. Thank you.
Of course, yes. Somebody's saying, does it have to be an AI solution, or do we only need to use AI tools to come up with a solution? Well, we are talking about an AI hackathon, so the solution needs to be some form of an AI requirement, a solution. Yeah, please.
Someone here is asking if we're granting free sign-ups to Microsoft 365. No, your institution, UNISA, should have access to Microsoft 365.
Yes.
And you are able to sign up for free in your personal capacity. But from what I understand, UNISA does give you access.
Yeah.
And then
is it My Life accounts?
I think it is. I saw that in the chat.
So your
Yes.
My Life student email accounts are Microsoft accounts.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, so we're not giving you access, but you can use them. And then GitHub and Azure, the Azure Student Lab, are also free resources that you can use, which have loads of different AI tools in it. And then there are a lot of people asking about if they're international students. I think for that, you're going to have to email UNISA. I think Sir gave an email that you need to email if you are, and if you're asking questions and all of that. I think he mentioned it a few minutes ago when he addressed that question. If you don't mind repeating just about what happens with international students who want to take part.
All right, Paige and the rest of the team. So if you are an international student, just drop us an email at adov@unisa.ac.za, so at least then we are aware. But remember, guys, it's only the guys that are in the top 10. So how's Adolf actually going to support you guys? So we're going to definitely sort out the travel and accommodation. So from our side, if you do manage to get into that top 10, we've got you. We're going to definitely support you with accommodation, travel, making sure you get there, the shuttle between your hotel and the actual event. So yes, we are going to help you guys in that way as well. That's why we need to know if you are an international student and you happen to get in that top 10, then we're going to have to see what we're going to do. We'll have to, yes, we'll speak to Dandiwe, our booking assistant, AI. No, she's actually a real person.
I'm just going to say, I've seen her. She is a real person and she's an amazing person.
And then we have, should we learn how to use GitHub? If you access Microsoft Learn, which you will see if you do the AI Digital Skills Compass Assessment. Sorry, that's long. That's a lot to remember. If you do that, you'll find that you do have access to Microsoft Learn. Once again, you just need your institution's email. And it will give you all the tutorials that you need for GitHub, for Azure, all of that funky stuff. You don't need to learn how to do it. As long as you can put forward your idea and answer and make it line up with the rubric, it should be fine. But you don't need, if you would like to learn how to use GitHub, I mean, go for it. I mean, it sounds fun. I know people who have done it. Where can we find your previous workshop on the AI prompt? We haven't done one of those.
No, so that would be with somebody else. I know that they were doing boot camps with AI prompting.
Yes, but that's our masterclass. So remember the masterclass, although the workshops have completed, I will post a link to the course in the chat where you can still complete it and also watch the recordings. I also want you to note next week you'll get an invitation. We will also have another session in the meta world, metaverse on AI as well. So just look out for those invitations for the prompt engineering one. Thank you.
So that, I think that's it from our side, Paige. We're almost on time.
Yeah, I think there's still quite a lot of questions. But we did add our email to the PowerPoint. Otherwise,
so
I'll add
AI
it.
skills at Scatcode. You just want to type it in the chat for us quickly. AI skills at scatcode.co.za. It does come to Paige and myself. Sorry, it's the sun is setting and I'm just losing light here suddenly. But yeah, email that, email us, and we will be able to help you through a couple of things. But this recording will be made available as well for you on the My UNISA sites. Paige, you need to stand.
I just saw that now.
Stand-up comedy, well done. So just before we sign off, can we use the AI that's available to us? And if you all just want to use your reaction tools, I just want to grab a quick photo of that. So if you want to react with a heart, a thumbs up, a clapping or whatever, I just want to quickly grab a video of that. 1, 2, 3, go.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope that was informative. And I sincerely hope that we see some amazing hacks from you guys, and that you know, we will see you all on the 19th, or we will see the top 10 on the 19th. Have a good evening
from you all. Bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. All the best.
Bye.
Bye.
No, you can't submit more than once. No.